His name was Lieutenant John George. He was an American, a hunter before the war, a soldier when the world caught fire. In 1943, when he stepped onto the island of Guadalcanal, the Pacific War was already consuming lives faster than men could replace them. This was not a battlefield, it was a trap. American soldiers were dying without seeing their enemy, without hearing the shot, without knowing where death came from. Japanese snipers ruled the jungle, patient, invisible, precise. When Lieutenant John George arrived, he didn't come as a legend, he came as an answer. Not with numbers, not with firepower, but with skill. And a rifle no one believed in. Within days, he would become something the jungle had never faced before. A hunter, hunting back. There were no clean victories here, no clear front lines, no safe zones. Only heat, only rot, only death waiting patiently in the trees. And above all else, there was no mercy. The invisible enemy. The problem had a name. Japanese snipers. They did not charge, they did not shout, they did not announce themselves. They waited. Guadalcanal was not just an island, it was a living trap. The jungle swallowed everything. Sound, movement, men. Leaves muffled footsteps. Humidity erased tracks. Vines and branches hid killers only meters away. The Japanese understood this terrain perfectly. They climbed trees. They dug shallow hides. They blended into the green like ghosts. They did not fire twice. They fired once. Always carefully, always deliberately, always to kill. American soldiers collapsed mid-step, mid-sentence, mid-breath. No warning, no echo of a shot, just a body falling into the mud. Men began to hesitate. Veterans slowed their pace. Patrols hugged the ground. Confidence drained one step at a time. The mightiest army on earth was being hunted. That was when John George arrived. He didn't look special, he didn't speak loudly, he didn't make promises. What drew attention was what he carried. While everyone else held standard-issue military rifles, George carried something that looked completely out of place. A civilian rifle, mail-ordered, fitted with a hunting scope. A hunting rifle. Some soldiers smirked. Others openly laughed. One officer muttered that it wasn't a weapon of war. John George said nothing. He understood something most men learn too late. You don't change minds with explanations. You change them with results. A different kind of soldier. John George was not trained as a sniper by the Army. He didn't follow doctrine. He didn't believe in volume of fire. Before the war, he had been a hunter. He knew how to sit still for hours, how to read disturbed foliage, how to feel presence where others felt nothing. He understood one brutal truth. The first man to shoot does not always win. The man who shoots right does. Day 1. On the first day, he entered the jungle alone. No heavy cover, no artillery, no noise. He moved slowly, deliberately. While others saw trees, he saw angles. While others heard silence, he heard tension. Then he stopped. A reflection that shouldn't exist, a shadow breaking the pattern. He breathed out, squeezed the trigger. One shot. One Japanese sniper dropped dead. No return fire, no alarm, No chaos, just silence. Day 2. By the second day, something felt wrong. Japanese snipers began shifting positions. They fired less frequently. They stayed hidden longer. Fear had entered their system. But it didn't matter. Another fell, then another. Each American shot was final. Each bullet carried intention. The jungle was changing sides. Day 3. On the third day, the Japanese tried to adapt. They altered routes, changed elevations, attempted counter-ambushes. But now the hunter was hunting. George read patterns, predicted movements, waited for mistakes. And mistakes always come when fear takes over. Day 4. On the fourth day, the jungle went quiet. Not because the war ended, but because the snipers were gone. 11 Japanese snipers eliminated in 4 days, with a rifle no one respected, by a man no one believed in. The shift. The impact was immediate. Patrols moved again. Positions were reclaimed. American casualties dropped sharply. Fear changed sides. The men who once laughed now asked to walk beside him. That inadequate rifle had saved dozens of American lives. More than a weapon. This was not a story about a gun. It was a story about mindset. While others followed manuals, John George thought. While others relied on firepower, he relied on skill. The enemy trusted rigid doctrine. An American trusted adaptability. That difference has shaped every American victory in history. The American way. John George did not win the war alone, but in that jungle, in those 4 days, he did what Americans have always done best. He turned disadvantage into leverage, mockery into respect, doubt into dominance. They laughed at the rifle until it started speaking, and when it did, the jungle listened.